What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Yokai Delinquents podcast. I am Sean, bearded Kappa Litton.
I am at Jerry Robo Tengu Smith. How is it going for you, sir?
It is going absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna go ahead and
You're faking it too hard.
dude.
Too hard.
I,
Tone it
I,
down.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've opened way too many shows where I'm like, ugh. I blame the summer, I blame the world, but I'm excited to record as always with you, brother. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty great. Something really amazing happened yesterday.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those. It was one of those super rare occasions. It's honestly never happened to me before, so this is a first.
Oh.
Um,
Oh.
I, I like am just. I don't know. I'm miracles might be true,
Oh.
Sean. I might be a believer. Um, I had to take the car to the shop
Oh.
to get the AC fixed,
Yeah.
and the fucking warranty covered the whole repair.
Oh shit.
We didn't have to pay for anything.
Wow.
It was amazing. I was so happy. Like, you don't even know. Like, I kept waiting for the catch where they're like, "Oh, but we need, you to pay for like our time or whatever,
Right.
anything like that." And I just kept waiting for the hook, and he just walked me out to the car, and we said goodbye, and that was it. And I was like, "Oh my god, seriously?" So I got to drive home with AC today. It was so good.
Well, that
Like, it wasn't even hot enough for AC. I could have drove with the windows down, but I fucking didn't.
oh, really? This is I'm gonna attack you every damn time you do this. Just so you know, because right now, as of this time of recording, in the central time zone of 7:44 p.m., it is 91 degrees outside right now.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's gnarly, dude.
fuck your cool breezes, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great.
nice.
Not
That's
gonna
awesome.
lie, I
That is
might
awesome.
yeah, I might get too comfortable with this lifestyle. Just living large. I mean, I was already getting spoiled by the AC you got me for my apartment, but
Right.
this is a whole new level. This is a new thing, man.
I assure you, my hatred is blind is covering for the joy, but I have to be hatred because of the jealousy of how fucking hot Arkansas is right now.
Yeah, no, it's rough. Like, I've had like car issues like with basically every car that I've had. I think my last car that I had there didn't have AC, and it was a Crown Vic with the leather seats. So you can imagine how I felt during the summers there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I rode with you,
yeah,
bro. I rode with you a few
yeah.
times in that Crown Vic.
It's probably why I was like way thinner, because I just sweat everything out. I was just like a skinny bastard because I was just always fucking sweating.
Oh yeah,
It
no
was
doubt.
good times. Anyway,
Yeah.
so outside of that, something kind of big dropped yesterday.
I don't know what
Um,
you're talking about.
are you serious, Sean? You better not be fucking with me right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
like
really?
there's been some minor like some video game news and stuff kind of dropping. I mean,
You're real with me right now.
no,
The
I'm not.
Spider-Man
I'm
trailer?
absolutely not real with you at all right now. I'm
Okay.
totally
Whew.
fucking with you.
Oh, I was about to hang up. You were gonna finish this podcast on your own? No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
shit! Ratings through the roof. We know how well the Monster Hunter episode we made where we didn't record your audio went. So I mean, I heard.
Oh yes.
I believe avant-garde was thrown out there. Artistic and daring.
Yeah, yeah,
But yes, No Way Home
yeah.
trailer.
Yeah. Oh my God. See, so I had this kind of thing. I knew it wasn't going to be like,
Right.
that they weren't going to do it. But I started hearing rumors that like they were not going to have a trailer before this movie. And honestly,
Right.
just on the principle of the announcements of who they've announced for it and everything, I think plenty of people would have gone and seen it on their own anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And honestly, I not gonna lie, I almost would have been completely fine with it, but they dropped the first trailer yesterday,
Oh yeah.
and oh my god, and I love that they've stated like this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Right.
And I'm going to kind of get into some like spoiler territory here a bit,
Yep.
but we've known for a while, just based off of what's happened in Loki and WandaVision and everything, that we've got some reality shit going on.
Oh
Not to
yeah.
mention, the title for Doctor Strange, the title for the next Ant-Man and Wasp movie. That we're going to be dealing with some alternate reality fuckery, and we finally got confirmation of that for our first, which is funny. It's hilarious, and I didn't realize this till somebody brought it up. But it's the first time it's going to be brought up in an MCU movie, and it's a fucking Sony MCU movie,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
yeah. Because
yeah.
all we like the closest we got, which
Mm-hmm.
turned out not to be real, was
Mm-hmm.
was Pietro and WandaVision. We thought like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Now you can
Well,
go listen
so
to our episode about it because we were like,
yeah.
holy shit.
I know. Well, like, so I'm like just kind of specifically just talking about the movies
Oh
in
right, right.
general, because I guess we could technically go into like the Loki and everything and how that definitely diverged. But it's kind of interesting. So I know
Oh, I
you
mean,
know the storyline.
just was saying,
Yeah.
I was more referring to the fact that they had brought in the actor that was the Fox uh,
Oh.
Pietro.
Oh yes.
See, that's
Yes.
why I mean,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
oh, they hit it, but then it was just an
Mm-hmm.
actor. It was, so it wasn't
Yeah.
even. But then now, yeah, okay. But now getting into the trap. But yeah, that's clarification of what
Yeah,
I meant.
yeah, and so this is going to be spoilers.
Yep,
And
yep.
I might like honestly, do you know what storyline they're kind of basing this off of? Like,
Uh,
not even like the reality stuff, but the stuff going on with Peter.
yeah, our esteemed circle of fucking nerds for our Wednesday group have been informing me on the particular Spider-Man issues and even some
Yes.
other books. They said there might be taking some inspiration from as well.
Yeah, yeah. So it looks like they're gonna loosely base it off of Brand New Day,
Right,
which honestly had like some really harsh mixed reviews, right? People were really kind of on the fence about it. The whole story behind it is, during Civil War, Peter Parker revealed his identity to the world as Spider-Man. Um, or I guess vice versa. Spider-Man revealed his identity as Peter Parker. Soon after that, his family, of course, was in danger. It's the whole reason people have secret identities in comic books.
right,
And Aunt May almost died. Like, she almost got fucking assassinated by an assassin that Kingpin hired. So because of all of this that was happening to his life, and he basically, already had a busy thing going on with like, just fighting crime and everything, but now he had to worry about like protecting his family and everything. He struck a deal with Mephisto um, to have that completely erased, so nobody remembers that it ever happened, right?
right.
So that kind of brings in the whole thing of like, and it kind of rolls with that whole like theory that people's had since WandaVision, like it's Mephisto or whatever,
Right.
of like, could the Doctor Strange be Mephisto? I Probably not. It would be
Like,
funny at this
oh
point
my
if they
god,
finally did.
I hope
Yeah,
that it is a true trolling.
yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah,
because, yeah, I've already read an article talking about that,
yeah.
and of course,
Yep.
no. But no, the ironic part about that is that nobody's quoting the comic book connection. Just the fact that they saw Doctor Strange, they think acting
Hmm.
weird, and
Oh,
B, someone had like a don't a devil in disguise
yeah,
poster. It's like, really? I mean,
yeah.
there's comic books that would actually, yeah, is given credence to it this time, but
Hmm. Hmm.
which makes me even more want it not to be true.
Oh, I know. And it's funny because people are like basically little nickying it and like, oh, why is he wearing a coat or whatever? I mean, you can obviously see that his fucking inside of his house is covered in snow, and that's probably
Right,
why. But people are like, oh, it's because he's from whatever layer of hell, and it's
right.
too cold on Earth or whatever. And then there's also like people were showing that like one little clip of him walking by and somebody putting devil horns on Peter Parker's face or
That's the one.
whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
mentioning.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's so good. So anyway, it looks like the way that it works is Doctor Strange is going to try to help him do this. Apparently, it's a base, just off of how Wong reacted. It's a dangerous spell to do. And as Doctor Strange is doing it, he basically says, like, everybody. And then Peter starts rethinking everything. He's like, oh, no, Ant-Man's not going to know. MJ's not going to know, so on and so forth. To where he gets to the point where it's messing up the spell. And because he's, like, leading two separate lives, it does something weird. We've got some Inception type bullshit going on, which is 100% like what that looked like, right?
Very Doctor. Well, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah,
but dude, that's Doctor Strange's solo film.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah. But I mean, also Doctor Strange's solo film was very Inception as well. To be fair.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We get,
but
you know what? Fuck Inception. This is Doctor Strange visuals now.
Oh yeah. No, for real. He's had more screen time at this point. So then we get these little tidbits of things. There are a lot of like really quick scenes. They have this swirly vortex that like 100%. It's like pure reference to the Spider-Verse from Into the Spider-Verse, right?
Okay.
Yeah, like it's kind of a multicolored, like
yeah, I need to watch that again.
The fabric of reality. Oh man,
I did not think about that.
I am gonna go back and rewatch like the original Spider-Man trilogy, like even the third one, just in case, just in case.
Just in case.
So some other things that we get. Which I'm going to have to go back and look for, but apparently there were hints of Sandman and Electro, right?
I saw the Electro. I didn't see the Sandman.
The big things that we got was there was a pumpkin bomb that landed that was basically the whole design, like absolutely the design from Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Right. We didn't catch anything of him, any glimpses of him or anything. I just hope to God that that's the Green Goblin that they're bringing. He is like the best Green Goblin. He
out of the
just nailed that role.
Out of the two options we had, yeah, for sure.
There's actually three options other than James Franco. They had the one from the other movie.
I forgot about Franco. I was talking about the other movie. Shit.
Oh God. Yeah. You're talking about the kid from Chronicle?
Yeah.
That was a thing. But yeah, you had Franco too.
He had elf ears.
Yeah, he did. They were going for the ultimate goblin. Like, it was very weird. Yeah. But the biggest thing, the one that sealed the deal for everyone, that everyone's freaking out about on the internet right now. And if you're on any kind of like movie news like site or anything like that, if you subscribe to them on any social media platform, they've definitely shared this. They have Doc Ock from the second movie back.
Alfred Molina,
yes. And it was just really, it was such a good scene. Like, they handled that in that trailer so well.
So good with the first seeing the arms coming from arms coming from the smoke,
the tentacles,
and just the reveal. It's just like, I popped. I was like, because like I've seen enough just without even looking, just bombarded with like casting rumors and confirmations. So I knew he was going to be in some fashion. Whether it was like a glimpse, I didn't know if it was going to be like, just like look at your alternate possibilities of your life, and they're showing clips. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, right. He is here, and he is glorious, because I'm sure we've talked about it while Homecoming is or was our mutual, like, our favorite MCU film outside of the amazing double feature of Infinity War and Endgame. But like pre-MCU, I mean, Spider-Man 2 still held up as one of the best.
Oh yeah, seriously. They've just been doing such a good job with this trilogy, and it's one that I feel like I can always go back to. It's oh man, and this movie looks like it's going to be such a huge key point, just in the MCU in general, because we've got the Eternals coming, and then next week we've got Shang-Chi, but I think they're going to be good, like kind of on their like dealing with their own shit. And then Spider-Man's going to be our next big movie that's going to deal with like the MCU as a whole.
Right.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
there's
man.
there's been one. I've seen one speculation though about it, and I like. There's a part of me that doesn't want to say it because if it's right, that may take away from the impact.
Okay,
But I'll because I don't know. You know, what I mean, if it's right,
right,
it's
right, right, right.
I'm still gonna be loud in a theater, which I never do. I'm sure. But and it could be wrong. But there's already speculation going on. I didn't think about it, but then I was like, "Oh shit! What if they did it?" Because there is a scene in the trailer where Spidey's arrested, and a gentleman in a like white rolled up sleeve shirt slams like a whole bunch of folders and like paperwork on there, and he looks up like like surprised, like he didn't know who the hell this person is, and they don't show who it is. It's not clearly not any of the cops we saw because they were both wearing
Yeah.
jackets. Big speculation. Is it Charlie Cox from the Netflix Daredevil? Matt Murdock being
Yeah.
his lawyer. Like if they pulled that, that would be
Mm-hmm.
because we've said even if they don't bring him back full time, just a
Mm-hmm.
nod to the Netflix shows in the MCU would be great.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we always like thought that those were already connected to the MCU. It's just and we've had like characters show up. They've even had like every now and then little Easter eggs like newspaper clippings or something like
Right,
that.
right.
So it's just weird that they never ended up making those connections.
Like on the screen, because yeah, like the shows
Hmm.
acknowledged like the battle in Manhattan, which was like I
Hmm.
think the time frame for all those shows was a little shortly after Avengers. So like we had
Hmm.
so they're in there, but because of and it may not happen because of the Netflix deal, but like yeah, I
Hmm.
thought that was a. I'm more interested to find that truth than if Mephisto's in this fucking movie or not. Like, like, like
Right.
you give
Right.
me that Daredevil, I will be
Hmm.
extremely happy. Beyond that,
Yeah.
like yeah, there was a scene which may be an intentional tease, may not be because the rumor of Electro has only appeared in
Hmm.
the Andrew Garfield films. But and unless they altered it for the trailer, because Marvel's been known to do that, to purposely put misleading shit in their trailers.
Oh yeah.
Uh, there was a
Always.
there was a very quick clip of Spidey dodging some electricity, but it was yellow, not blue. So
Mm-hmm.
not that they couldn't just change that and still be Jamie Foxx reprising his Electro role, or they
Hmm.
might have just a new Electro. We don't know. Maybe one closer to the traditional look. Which I know
That's true.
I know they ain't gonna make that costume work in real life, but damn it, you did your best
I
when you
know. I
cosplayed him.
know.
But like, yeah, but I didn't catch the Sandman thing. I don't know. Now, did you any ideas? Like, cause I've heard multiple theories, and I went back to the trailer a few times. Uh, there's one scene where like, Parker's just standing there, and, like something smashes up against a glass. Like, I don't know if that might be
Hmm.
the lizard, might be a symbiote suit. Like, that's something.
Yeah.
It's a very quick scene.
It,
So,
it, it, it is kind of interesting, and I was talking to people at work about it today, and it's almost like they're backdooring Brand New Day with Sinister Six,
right.
and also maybe Spider Verse, right?
Yeah. Uh,
So
which
it's interesting who all we could get, but I mean, like you still have characters that they haven't utilized that they introduced in the first movie, right?
right.
Because you still have the Scorpion, you have Matt Gargan out there, and you still have Shocker,
Yeah.
who's out there as well. Um, and I mean, I would love to see either one of them pop back up, just to get some screen time from them. It'd be really good.
Yeah. Like what I could see, like if they don't go to them, in this film, I hope that
Hmm.
they're still prepared for future because like I feel like this one like we may get our Sinister Six, and this is the only way it really would make sense to have that big of an ensemble team for villains
Hmm.
would be just and not even like throughout the film having to explain each one of them like hey multiple dimensions that's an easy way to get six that may get taken out quickly
Oh yeah,
but to kind of get
yeah,
our
yeah. Yeah.
Sinister Six on screen I'd be happy with that.
Right, right. And another thought that I had was something that they actually did in a Common Rider series, and that was the series Common Rider Decade.
Oh,
And a big thing with him was he would always go to the other Common Riders universes,
right.
um, So I wonder if it would also be a thing of like instead of all of this stuff being pulled into his, maybe he's like falling through different ones, and they're just trying to get back to like 616 or whatever. Well, I guess it's
right.
not technically 616. The MCU has its own universe, but yes.
But yeah. Well,
Um,
also I noticed. Did you catch like we've had what I think three different costumes in this trailer for Spidey?
mm-hmm.
We
Yes.
had the spider armor. I think they call it the Mark II, the one he got in
Yeah.
Endgame, and the stealth suit again.
Mm-hmm.
What he call himself?
Spider Monkey
The Spider
or
Monkey or
something.
something monkey in
Yeah.
return.
Night Monkey.
Night
It was
Monkey,
Night
which
Monkey.
everyone's like, oh, it's the black symbiote suit. Like, no, it's you guys forgot about the Night Monkey.
Yeah. I just kind of like put it on mute and just rewatched it a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's not even that costume. It is a black costume. So my thought is like they're kind of portraying this as him as Tom Holland's character, but I mean it could very well not be.
Yeah.
Actually, the black suit one has his mask off, so
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So
yeah,
I was
yeah,
waiting for you to finish.
yeah.
Yeah, it's him
But
like running through the crowd, but in the black suit. So like,
mhm,
okay, but like yeah, just the costume changes. Like that's
yeah.
interesting. If like
Hmm.
is it by choice or kind of follow along with your theory about him entering other worlds or other time frames or other realities, putting him
Yeah.
into different suits? I don't know. There's of course with Stark technology, he could literally just press a button and the nano machines will make whatever suit. So it
Right,
could
right.
not even be anything that complicated. But the
Hmm.
possibilities are open, and I know everyone bitched about Iron Man being in
Hmm. The
being in
first movie.
Homecoming. I didn't mind
Yeah.
that like everyone else. Like I felt personally to me a lot of it felt like people just looking for something to bitch about to a damn near perfect superhero film. Uh,
Hmm.
so are they gonna get mad about Doctor Strange being in this film? No, no, I don't like.
Spider-Man can't stand on his own. He needed Nick Fury and Mysterio in the second movie.
Oh shit, did they bitch about them? I quit listening. Part two.
Oh no, I don't even know. I was
But I
just
can
thinking
see
of a
that.
possible
Oh,
thing.
Nick
Yeah.
Fury had look. You know what? Nick Fury delivered one of the best lines in all the MCU. Like, bitch, you've been to space. So yeah, super fucking hype for the trailer. That was a big surprise because,
Yes.
of course, I avoided everything I've seen. Apparently, there had been some leaks of it early,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like a Spanish theater somewhere had gotten it or something.
Oh.
None I was following. So like when everyone's like, "Well,
Mm-hmm.
Sony says they're not going to release a trailer," I'm like, "Bullshit! You're just trying to like surprise, make it the surprise it should be."
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, hiccups.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, sorry, but yeah, super fucking cool trailer. Super hype. Love it.
Yeah.
Cannot
Yeah.
wait. I think
It,
they
it
said,
is. It is just incredible. I can't wait for it either.
and well, not my concern, and not yet not
Mm-hmm.
concerned because if they do it right, I trust Marvel. I don't trust Sony so
Mm-hmm.
much, but with Marvel's involvement, because
Mm-hmm.
there's been the long standing theory about this Spider-Man's departure of the MCU to be going into the Spider-Verse of Sony. And I get it. I understand why they would do it. And if this is a trilogy we get with Spidey from the look of this finale, I'm actually going to be okay with that. Because
Mm-hmm.
what I hope that they had some kind of deal, some kind of way, because like yeah, because there's also theory about the multiverse of him leaving and like at the very end he's going to see Tom Hardy. You know what I mean? Like that's the way of getting him into his world. Because we've already had or about to have two Venom movies with no mention of Spider-Man or a very minimal mentioning. But
Mm-hmm.
as long as it ends with a young kid named Miles Morales showing up for the MCU,
That's what
yeah,
I thought too. I'm like, that's probably would be the one thing that they wouldn't spoil throughout the whole movie, and then that would be it. What if this is like also like a backdoor for the next like Spider Verse movie or something,
right,
like the next animated one?
right. Like
Mm,
that would be cool as hell actually to do. Yet some more multi. Cause, I mean, you can't follow up into the Spider Verse with anything less than more Spider Verse stuff. Maybe him taking a
hmm.
trip to Japan. It goes Spider Man.
Man, don't play with my emotions.
I
I think
have to.
Next,
But
you're gonna say Beta Ray Bill's gonna show up in it.
well, he'll be in Spider-Verse forever be in the MCU. Um, but But imagine that though,
Damn it!
picture this. I'm gonna throw it out there before while I've crushed you, I'm gonna bring you back up as I do, as
Yeah.
any good
Okay.
friend should
Sure.
do.
Uh huh.
Second movie, we get Spider-Man and his mech, all animated, gorgeous, awesome, just like the original. An amazing story, I'm sure, and bring out everything they can. And then he's like, I have to go, I'm going home or whatever, go back to my reality. Yet he doesn't know it, the proper reality. So he steps through, and when he comes up to their side, live action, Miles Morales.
Yes. Yes.
And it's
I
like,
mean,
yeah,
and I feel like that would be appropriate because when Miguel O'Hare like went through the universe or whatever, and into the Spider Verse, he ended up in the original animated series, and he was animated like that. So why the fuck not, right?
yeah, absolutely. So I think why not? That would be a very cool turn to a way to introduce
Yes.
the animated Miles Morales. Which granted, no, I don't know if the voice actor could play the role or not, but, or at least have a new voice actor who will be revealed to be the live action part. Character person
Mm-hmm.
would be very cool. But
Right.
yeah. So I mean, again, much like with the MCU, the multiverse on this too, which this is MCU, even though it's it is Sony and they at least I haven't heard as much about it anymore. Maybe Sony calmed the fuck down and realized they're gonna make billions and they shut the hell up. Uh,
Right.
but there's still the whole Venom verse that Sony still wants to be very separate, and
Oh
so
God.
that speculation is still very much why maybe this might lead into Tom Holland if he even continues after this. He's done 5 movies as Spider-Man. He might be okay, and he's about to
It's
be in
true.
what's that, Nathan Drake. I remember the character, but I never remember the games he's
Oh,
in.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, which I know
Yeah.
cursed by delays, and it's a video game movie. So, but again, that's a big franchise name. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. This might be his Tom Holland's swan song.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it if they decide to bring Miles in.
Oh yeah.
The what was the other thing that I was thinking of? Oh man. Oh yeah. Speaking of doing a Venomverse, I actually don't remember if I talked about it last time, and I'm really sad that I didn't have it whenever we did our video of pickups. I ordered myself because I figured he was my gain in popularity, a anti-agent Venom Marvel Legends figure.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't remember if you mentioned that, but I remember while we were talking about like anti venom
Mm,
and what the anti carnage would be. I actually
yeah.
meant to ask, wasn't there an anti agent venom? Yeah, yeah, okay. So
Yes.
I forgot to
And
ask that, and now you answered it
that's
in this first
actually
recording.
yeah, that's actually what he is in the comics right now.
Oh,
Um, yeah, for the Extreme Carnage comics that are coming out, and it's kind of cool because it's just sort of like a color variant. He's got like silver details and stuff. The one thing that I was a little kind of like meh about is all he had were like two pistols and two like kind of small submachine guns.
right.
So I was like, man, he's just got these like little. He's like kind of a beefy dude, so he just has these like tiny
Oh,
guns. But I found on eBay
oh,
a company that makes guns for Marvel Legends figures. They're fairly cheap, and I just got them in today. So
oh shit.
I, yeah, so I got like fucking rifles and shit for him now. He's about to be
Well,
fucking set up.
we might have to check that out next week with no
Yeah,
guarantees here because I don't know what it is. I've been
yeah,
told, like, as of this, we're recording this on Tuesday, so of course tomorrow is the
hmm
comic book day. He hadn't given me
yes.
all the details of what's in, but our buddy Jesse said I got a lot into this week apparently, which I don't,
Ooh,
which I know I ordered stuff in previews 14 years ago, which means they're just now showing up.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh,
Next week might be a video cast, so maybe
yeah,
find you something cool at the comic book shop just in case, Jerry. Because
yeah. I
yeah,
might have to head up there this weekend.
if some of the stuff that I know I asked for out of the previews showed up,
Hmm
I got some good shit coming. So Very
Yeah.
excited about that. Very sorry for my wallet, although I'm still working off some credit though. What all the Funko Pops I couldn't sell at our friend Larry's Not Just Another Comic Con convention,
Right.
I took up the Kapow for credit. So I'm still I
Okay.
haven't gotten anything big in a while. So like I'm sitting on some good amount of credit, but yeah, I know I think of some of the things that I ordered have come in. It's gone. But yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe something to look forward to. We got anything else we're going to talk about? Because I know told you, man, we're going to have to cut this episode a little short. Unfortunately, life just has me busy today. But this was like
Yeah.
my rest of my week doesn't look any better, so I had to ask you if you want to
hmm
get this knocked out now. But yeah,
Um,
anything else though you want to talk about real quick?
there was one other thing that was pretty interesting that came out this month that we actually haven't talked about yet. And we don't have to go super far into it, but I'm just kind of happy that like the first few trailers, I don't know, it just wasn't super there for me. I was still hyped to see it just from my knowledge of it, but they dropped a new Eternals trailer um, on the 19th of August, and
Oh, I
it
forgot to
actually
watch it.
shows. Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot to watch it. I saw
Man.
it was there. I did not watch it.
So essentially, they show off a lot of the Eternals' powers, their abilities.
Right.
They give you basically your enemies. They show off something that's definitely not Galactus,
I
but
did
it's
see
something
that.
else.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so the Eternals were essentially made as gods by these things called the Celestials,
Yeah.
and they were left on Earth to fight these things called deviants. So a little bit of a thing there, a little snippet there for you. And then another thing that they hadn't showed until now is, which I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see more. It makes me feel like he's not going to be a huge part of this movie. But Kit Harington as
Right.
Black Knight. Like I think out of all the characters in this, I'm sorry, I'm not super stoked by the Eternals. That may change after this movie's over, but
Right.
I am most excited about Black Knight being in this
Yeah.
film, and I
Yeah.
really hope that he does a lot.
Yeah, hopefully this part will be bigger for your sake, if nothing else. I know nothing about literally every character in this fucking movie. I know nothing about, so
Yeah, yeah.
I do need to watch that.
Well,
Um,
I feel like it'll be another one of those almost like Guardians esque movies where it's like, you know, it's still connected to the MCU, so people are still going to go see it, and I
yeah,
think they're going to be pleasantly surprised by the film when it's over.
which also featured a celestial, at least the dead head of one
Yes,
in
yes.
the second Guardians film. Um,
Nowhere.
yeah. Real quick for me, I'll throw in because
Mhm.
we talked about it weeks ago, and I'm a terrible fan, but I watched today while finishing up an art project. I watched the Monster Hunter short movie on Netflix,
Oh,
the CG
nice.
one.
Yeah, you.
I did watch it.
Yeah, you finally got to watch it.
Finally remembered it existed because I just barely go to Netflix, but I wanted to throw something
Yeah,
on, and yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed it.
yeah,
A lot of fan service. Surprised of going with the Lunestra over the Teostra, but
yeah.
still very cool. Plenty of
hmm
fan service. If you think the CG looks like PS2 era, shut the fuck up. It was great.
Pretty much.
That's
Yep.
been the only complaint I've heard. Which the fan base is so small, you're not getting flooded with it. But I saw someone comment like the CG style looked very old. I'm like, you know what? Shut
hmm
the fuck up. It ain't all gotta look like Final Fantasy. It
Seriously.
ain't gotta be that realistic shit.
hmm
But
hmm
yeah, saw that, enjoyed it, digging it a lot. Um, yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, it was good. You guys, if you want to hear my thoughts, last episode, yeah, so
Yeah.
good.
And yeah, let us
Yeah,
know if what you're thinking about with and not into I almost said Into the Spider Verse three times. No Way Home trailer,
hmm
hype, Mephisto. Maybe this is the most likely, although I've heard opposite opinions on that, but I don't know enough about the subject to discuss it because like
yeah,
I don't know. Short end of it, short version is Marvel has so been trying to fix what they did with One More Day or whatever the Mephisto storyline with Spidey was, the
brand new day.
Brand New Day. They don't want to fuck with it. They're not going to bring it to a
hmm
movie, but
hmm hmm
you never know.
Right.
Hype is real. Hype is good. Cannot wait for this trilogy of Tom Holland Spider-Man. Uh, Hopefully, it'll see if it be as good as it looks and how the previous ones have been.
Yeah. Oh man, I agree. I am beyond stoked. I can't wait for that. You know, Toby Maguire pops up in the movie, and we're like, oh sweet, it's that Toby Maguire, it's that Spider Man, and then he just dissolves into a billion million spiders, and we find out that he's actually just Spider's Man.
Spiders Man. the Hey, yeah, put in a Spiders Man into the movie, you cowards.
You want to get a reaction out of Sean? That's the fucking way you do
Oh,
it.
theater would be on fire.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for this week. Sorry, it's a short one, but life. Yeah.
Hmm.
As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about No Way Home, and we'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.